Issue number one, here's a family tree. Fairly basic one. Grandma, generation one, son and daughter. Daughter has a granddaughter and a disabled grandson, and the son only has a stepdaughter. Here's what happens. The son likes his stepdaughter, but loves his niece and his disabled nephew. And not talking to anybody, the son here, being a kind soul, leaves $100,000 for the disabled nephew. Doesn't tell anybody. Benefits are gone. Unless we can get a guardianship appointed and do something called a disclaimer and say, we don't want them. And then we're fighting with the state of Maryland over those dollars and over those benefits. Or we're fighting with Social Security, or we're fighting with Medicaid over that inheritance. And that litigation is ugly, and it's expensive. That's why we're planning tonight. That's why you all came to hear all this stuff. Not to groan, but to learn. Go ahead. Number two, we've talked about it. There's economic pressures on any kind of entitlement. That's the funny thing. And again, I'm not going to go into politics, but when the Republicans and Democrats talk about spending, the budget that they're fighting over is actually quite small. Because everybody takes these programs, well, Medicaid's a political football, but Medicare, Social Security, and defense are just untouchable. You have to have some knowledge of investing. I don't know about you, but investing's gotten more complicated than, I mean, the things that are out there now, the instruments I hear about, the types of investments are crazy out there. All trustees have what's called a fiduciary duty, though. It's a duty of care owed to the person they're the trust for. And what I typically recommend is you hook up with a financial planner to help you with that, or to be a co-trustee, or to assume some of that responsibility for you. Because you have to invest wisely. Otherwise, you have a problem, whether it's a D4A trust or a common law trust, of somebody saying you didn't do your job. The last thing you want to do is be a nice person and become a trustee and end up getting sued for your trouble. Okay. It happens. And for self-settled, for the D4A trust and the pool, the trustee's got to be very diligent about the reporting, very diligent about the expenditures and paybacks.